We're back. Lost everyone, dropped everyone in the sand. "17 people watching and I lost you all." There's a few coming back. Hey, Lady Laser. Hi, Linda. So, hi Trevor, welcome back. Glad you found your way back. I dropped the phone in the sand and then it lost connection. Didn't like being dropped in the sand. Yeah, sorry, I dropped the phone. So, the point I was making is, alright. The point I was making is that, so we come into this reality and it's like, I was just remembering like how as a kid, like how some of it was so harsh, like going to school and being bullied and like being shouted at by your teachers and just not wanting to, like most of the time, especially when you're being bullied, and like just a general hostility growing up on Earth, you know, for those of us that have it easy in the West. And of course it's even worse for a lot of people in the world, like in the East and in the Middle East, where there's like wars and stuff. So I was just really trying to inspire myself to like take it to the next level and inspire you guys to like, because like this golden age, I guess what really inspired me to like start talking about this was I saw this kid, like just like, because I'm at the beach now, like when I pulled up at the car park, it's like a holiday resort, and like this kid, he just looked like I don't know, he's just about 7 years old, and you could just see he was so lost in this world. And if you think about how many children on this planet are like suffering, like it's probably hundreds of millions. I mean, they're all suffering in some way, because this planet is just a struggle, you know, from start to finish. You know, it's not easy here, is it? You know, if you look as advanced as us guys are on our spiritual advancement path, it's still like pretty crazy tough on this planet at times. And like just thinking of all the kids, like, and what they're going through, and like how we came here to like change this, and this golden age, this new fourth density lights that I came here to, what? Sorry, I got a phone call. I had to, you know, this like golden age that we keep talking about, this new reality that we keep talking about. You know, it's up to us to make it at the end of the day. It's like we've all done the meditations, we've all visualized the new Earth. We're all like getting in alignment, beginning to get in alignment with who we are, our callings, why we're here. But the thing is that, you know, we got to start doing this. You know, if we're going to have this golden age in like 50 years, in our lifetimes, you know, before we get too old, we're going to have to start making it. You know, no one's going to make it for us. David Wilcock and his robots ain't going to save it and do it all for us. They might not even exist. It might all be a hoax. But even if they are, this whole thing is real, and there is help, and I'm sure there will be help from some like white hat beings and extraterrestrial entities at some point. Okay, too windy. Okay, cool. I'll try and avoid the wind. I'll come down here out of the way. Thanks, Starwhite, for letting me know. I'm in the astral plane now, and it's difficult to be grounded. What are you doing in the astral plane? You can't be completely in the astral plane because you're watching this video. So where was we going? Find some wind plus zones. We lost the rhythm. We were in the flow. I had 17 people viewing, and I was in the flow, and I dropped my phone in the sun. So where was I supposed to go from here? Maybe I was losing direction. The point is, what is your guys' mission? Like you guys watching this, yes, you. Yes, you. What's your mission? Like, how many of you guys watching? Like, how much of a feeling do you have for how you can like help this world? How you can like, how you're excited to make a difference, or even. It doesn't have to be even apparent how it's making a huge difference, but what are your guys' excitements? I understand it's a bit nerve-wracking to share in front of the group because everyone can see what you're saying, but it'd be cool to hear what some of your guys' like inspirations are, how you're feeling. Sorry, I'm still in the wind, aren't I? I need to get down. I'll just sit in the wet sun. Is that better sound-wise now, guys? My mission is to lead groups for creating new Earth, and I stabilize the magnetic grid. What do you do, Julian? Do you go out and do like grid work? Do you go out into nature, and what do you do exactly? Could you be more specific? Sounds interesting. And perhaps now that we begin to identify what our mission is, like some of you guys that are just posted, like what was the other one? So thanks for sharing, Julian. That's awesome. And the Yahyel tell me that I am to announce the arrival of Ishua. Oh, nice. I think I'm here to share light. Yes, I think you're correct, Linda. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, this is what the mission is. We're all here to share the light. We've come here from a realm of higher light. In some way, some aspect of our being knows this world of higher dimensional love and bliss and unity consciousness and compassion and service. And we've come here to be of service. We incarnated on this world to serve and heal this planet and take it out of this darkness, to take it into a love light reality where like kids grow up in like intense joy because they get to do whatever they want. Like that sounds interesting. I'll cause some controversy with parents, but not perhaps get to do whatever they want, but they'll be brought up in a nice environment where life is enjoyable, and they won't be forced to do things they don't want to do all day long till they die, like can happen in this reality. It has done for most people. So the point is that, yeah, we're all here to shine our light. We're all here to bring the light to the world. I mean, part of our mission is just to remind humanity. I mean, if you think about it, before you began to awaken and before you began to get your own glimpses of this higher reality, I remember that when I had one of my first awakening experiences, perhaps my most profound one, I remember I just experienced such intense bliss and joy and love and emotion and compassion, and like that I didn't even know it was possible to experience that before. I just thought like life was just generally shit. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time you're depressed, the other time you're exhausted. You're occasionally happy. It's possible to be occasionally happy. And then I started hearing these teachings in spiritual circles that it's possible to be happy all the time. No, I don't believe that. You can't be happy all the time. And like and perhaps it is still a little illusory to believe that we can be like ecstatically blissed out like 24 hours a day. I mean, we're here for a journey of growth, and there will always be challenge. And if it's possible to be in a constant state of euphoric bliss on this planet, I don't know. Some people seem to be attaining near states of that. So, but the point is that we're coming to see that that these states do exist, and as a civilization. And I think that's the point. I think that's the idea, that we're not going to experience ecstatic bliss 24 hours a day until everyone on the planet's experiencing it, because well, perhaps that's not true. Perhaps it is possible to before, but while there's people still suffering on the planet, it's like, so shall I tell you a story? I'll tell you a story. So keep me updated on if the call quality, if the connection quality and audio quality is good, because I'm going to start rambling now. So I'll get back to the questions in a minute. I've not read the last few. So like in 2007, I got into conspiracy theories, and in 2008 I got into spirituality, and in 2009 I had a big spiritual awakening experience and had some amazing times around then. I spent a lot of time coming places like this just on my own, just having fun. I was like really like fairly like blissed out for like quite a long time, just loving life for like about 6 months, a year. But then I lost that. But then again in around 2013, 2012, this sort of time, I managed to find like this deep state of peace, and I could just almost empty my mind completely and just become, I think in the East they might call it Satori, very silent, quiet mind, and just was able to experience joy. I just used to come out places like this in the forest and nature, and just used to spend a lot of time on my own, just like meditating and going into this Satori and experiencing joy for no reason, just loving being in nature and experiencing the joy of nature. But then again, after a few months, or a few weeks even, but particularly after a few months, I started to lose this again. And I've never really got back there to the point where I can just like spend all day sat in nature, blissing out, just being one with creation, just and like the freshness of life. And I can experience that more and more, particularly in the mornings, early in the mornings. But I think the point is that it's because we're not supposed to be doing that anymore. I'm not supposed to be sat on the beach all day long. I'm not supposed to be sat in the forest, just sat there experiencing a state of Satori, saying, Om, I am oneness, my peaceful mind state is beautiful, Om, I've attained enlightenment, game over. Because this ain't what it's all about. This ain't what it's all about. This ain't what it's all about. What I'm starting to realise now is that as my heart opens and as I start to discover more compassion, because this is what I was lacking before, the compassion and the love. And I think this is what I'm starting to see, this is the missing puzzle piece. It's not about just sitting there. And this is why my higher self won't just allow me. Like if I just spend all day, every day, I start to feel like shit because it's out of alignment, because it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think the reason why my higher self won't let me just dwell in those states of like just meditating in nature on my own, or just being in nature on my own, it's because that's not why I'm here, and that's not why we're here. It's not why any of us are here. It's because we're supposed to be bringing the entire planet to this place where everyone is in that state, where those experiences that we've all experienced, where we're in nature or we're in a high vibrational place and we're just got a very quiet mind, or a very state of oneness or state of peace and presence, you know, that state of presence where everything's good, everything's okay, we're just happy because life is flowing and we know that everything's all right. It's like we can't just dwell in those states all the time until we've brought the whole planet to that state. The point is that we've got to get the whole planet to that place. We've got to create this fourth density golden age love light reality where the planet, where everyone on the planet, like we're not just sat there meditating in nature, you know, like in the forest saying, I am one, I am pure, I'm a pure vessel of consciousness, I am enlightened, while, you know, some kids in London, you know, in like some rundown housing estate, you know, are like depressed as hell because they've just been like screamed at by their parents because their parents are skint and broke, and like they're going out into this rundown like basketball court where it's just full of heroin dealers, and they've got to like step over the heroin needles to get to their friends so they can play basketball. And the point is that these kids that are going through this, that like have to step over heroin needles to play basketball to get away from their screaming parents because their parents are so stressed out because the Illuminati destroyed their lives. The point is that we've got to help these people. We've got to get these kids. We're here to help these kids get to the place where these kids can too also be able to spend large periods of their time in nature, in oneness. These states that we've experienced, these kids, we've got to help these kids experience it. What's the point in us being able to sit in nature, blissed out, if there's, you know what I mean, kids like stuck in housing estates with like guns being threatened at them every day, you know what I mean? They have to walk past gangsters with selling them heroin and like pointing guns at them and stealing their pocket money. You know what? So the point is, my rant is that we're not here to just like meditate and just bliss out and just be enlightened. On our mission is to get the whole planet here. We've got to somehow get the whole planet here. And of course this is through our excitement. Our excitement is our calling. We just got to like really tune in. So this is what I've been doing like the last 3 or 4 weeks, just like really trying to go deep into myself, like what is my excitement? Because I like know that when I find my excitement I can make a living at it. Because when I was doing the channeling and I was like loving it over last winter before it started to burn me out I was making a living because I was creating an energy of excitement which supported me in my passion. So I know that when I find my excitement and my passion and my calling, and my way that I can serve humanity through my passion and my calling, I know that I'll be able to attract the abundance to me to support me in it. Because I know that when I'm in that excited place, I can create a vibrational field, and I can create an energy that inspires people to work with me and to pay me for my whatever service I'm providing, because there's an energy of excitement and joy and passion and creativity and service and the higher consciousness surrounding me. Or surrounding that manifestation. So I know that when I find what really I want to do, I know that I'm going to be able to manifest the money to support me in that. So the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've really been trying to tune into exactly what it is, like what is it I can do to serve humanity, that can work with my belief systems of like monetary gain, and how I can work with my belief systems to create financial abundance in my reality. And like, what is my highest excitement? What can I do to create abundance? How can I serve the fields, you guys, the manifest reality, the manifest world? What is it I can do? What is my highest? What really excites me? What do I really want to be doing? What can I do 24 hours a day? Because that's the secret. When we find our excitement and our passion, and we create a business around it, we start to generate abundance around it in whatever form, I lost myself. So the point is that we can going in line in what really our excitement is. What is our calling? How can we serve this planet? How can we really be of help? What is it that we could do that would make us jump out of bed in the morning, that would make us excited to get out of bed in the morning? Some way we can serve humanity, some way we can bring the love and the light and restore the compassion and recreate these dimensional worlds that we've pointed to with the extraterrestrial contacts, and we've connected into with our star cousins, and knowing how they live with such intense love and compassion and unity and oneness and service to each other through excitement and joy. And it is that excitement to serve each other because they have such love and intense compassion for each other. How can we bring this to Earth, back to Earth, but to Earth now? Like, what is our calling? What is our passion? What is our excitement? How can we recreate this reality now? How can we help those kids like starving in those slum housing estates, like get to the place where they too can experience joy, can experience meditation, can experience oneness? How can we help all these people that are suffering, and not just the kids, the adults, everyone, that's the animals? Perhaps your calling is to serve the animals, the dolphins, the seals. So this is my inspiration to you guys that are left. Just 12 of you left. I haven't completely done your heads in and booted you off the live stream by trying to get you inspired with my ranting. How can you take your game to the next level? How can we take our game? But how can you take your game to the next level with your comments? And I'll get to them in a minute. That you've mentioned about how you feel inspired to share your light, to share your love, this spiritual dimension that you've accessed in yourself. How can you share that frequency with the world? How can you enable these kids on these slum housing estates to access that frequency, to see the joy of life, to simply be carefree and joyful? And not worry about where the next meal is coming from, or when they're next going to be screamed at by their psycho parents, or worse. So, activate. Starseed, activate. Activate your Starseed mission. Activate now. Bring the world a new light. We are in this together, team. in this together, team. Team Alpha Go. So this is what we came for, and this is what's exciting. Because amongst all this struggle and strife and spiritual evolution and emotional healing and making money and relationship strife and everything chaos that's going on in our reality, we are here and we are carrying out our mission, and you guys are already carrying out your missions, whether you realize it or not. Just by embodying your excitement and living your excitement to the best you can, you're carrying out your mission. And we are like a team, and this is what we're here for. Like in all those superhero movies like Star Wars and Avatar, or whatever your favorite movie, superhero movie is, like in Star Wars, like it's all about the fight between the darkness and the light, because this is the great story. This is why the movies like Star Wars and all these great movies, they always have the same story. It's always about the battle between the darkness and the light. And we are here and we are battling the darkness and the light, and we are like on the front lines of reality, the front lines of the battle of the darkness and the light in this universe. By being incarnate on planet Earth at this time, we are on the front lines of the battle of the darkness and the light in this universe. We are at the cutting edge. We are literally the front line soldiers. And oh, is it getting windy? Sorry guys, I'm getting carried away. Oh no, that was an old message. It's maybe not too windy. I was reading an old message. So, yes. So the point is, this is the mission. It's exciting. You know what I mean? All the struggle and the strife. We're here to defeat the darkness. Even though you can't defeat the darkness, because if you start to fight the darkness, you're just creating more darkness, because fighting and defeat is a dark energy. So you can just focus on the light, and we can secretly defeat the darkness that way. So, activate. Team Alpha, activate. Activate. Starseed Mission Bravo, activate. Activate. Sleeper Cell 42, activate. So, yeah, so someone's saying we already won against the darkness, and that is true. This cycle, there was a time prior to 2012 where we could have ended up in a dark reality, but thank God we are well past that. I mean, if you look at the energy here on this planet now, I mean, we're well into joy energy now, even on this intense day where I'm ranting and we're online. You can see, you know what I mean? The energy here is epic. We're in a light reality. As we passed through 2012, we went past the threshold of possibly being able to shift into a dark reality, and that is definitely the case now. If it wasn't at 2012, 2013, we already won the war, but the battles aren't over. The battles will be raging for a long time yet, because there's still dark energy here controlling the planet, and the dark structures and the lower demons that control the system are still running the show. Do you know what I mean? The same governments are still being orchestrated by dark energies in the background. The Illuminati are still calling the shots to some degree. So it's time to activate. The war is won, but the battles aren't over. We need to create the ultimate reality, and we've got to clear up the debris, the mess. We've chosen to shift to the light, but the dark infrastructure is still here. And there's a lot of suffering going on this planet at the minute. A lot of suffering. I mean, just look at your own life. I'm sure you still suffer yourself. I know I certainly do. So if we're still suffering and we're at the cutting edge of evolution, what about everyone else? So we gotta restructure this reality. It seems we have made the shift, but this is just the beginning. It has been ordained that we are shifting into a fourth density, golden age of love and light. But we haven't done anything about it yet. It hasn't started yet. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands of years of evolution, if not millions. And we need to get started. We need to get building this love light. We're not living in a unity consciousness, love light, euphoria reality yet. Quite clearly. So we need to activate, we need to get on our missions, we need to realize what our missions are and go deep within ourselves and ask for assistance from our higher selves, and ask for guidance from our guides, and ask for guidance from our teachers, our physical real world teachers, whoever they are, to help us find our mission, to help us activate, and to help us take this reality, to help us unify this reality and help these suffering people, help the children. Because at current, the schooling systems are messed up. They're largely influenced by the dark side. We need to change this reality. There's jobs for all you guys. You need to see how important you are. You need to see how I see you. See, some of you still doubt yourselves. Some of you still don't see that this power you have in yourself, this spiritual awakening you're going through now, you listening to this, yes, you doubt yourself still, don't you? But you shouldn't. Because if you could see yourself how I see you, how we see you, how I see you, you'd see that you're like a contrast superhuman super soul, super soldier from another dimension, here to transit this reality into a new world of love and light. But you're a little tired from the exhaustion of living in this matrix for so long. You're exhausted to the point where you don't feel you can carry out your mission, but you can. You are a powerful manifester. You are God. You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your world. You are an infinite being of love and light. You are so powerful, so powerful, so powerful. Activate, energize. Activate, soldier, energize. Become your mission. Become your mission. Become your mission. What is your mission? Become your mission. Become your calling. Become your goal. Create, energize, activate. Create this new earth. Activate, sleeper cell. Activate, soldier. So maybe I'll have a quick look through the questions. I'm excited to teach people how to take care of their bodies through new kinds of exercises, diets, etc. Awesome, Trevor, awesome. I could use some help there. I'm really getting into exercise. It's so important, the physical body. So often overlooked in spiritual circles that we don't need to look after our physical bodies. But I believe it's an important part of the spiritual journey towards self-realization and towards our own awakening and our own transformation, to keep our bodies in the highest physical peak form possible. But that's just my opinion. Using Trivika symbology for my alchemy lately. What's Trivika symbology, Bobby? Drawing Vesica Pisces and digging holes in the center for crystals is good. I think I missed some of the conversation. So yeah, all this stuff, guys, everything you're talking about. There's a lot of comments. I'm probably not going to get a chance to read them all. There's everything you're talking about. Like, this is your mission. Like what you're talking about now. This is your mission. You are carrying out your mission now. We are Team Alpha, go. We are love activated. We are love, guys. We are love. We are a team. So, I'm expecting you guys to go out there and, like, what you've learned from our interactions and what you've learned from your own spiritual journey. See, what you need to see is that, like, you think you learn a lot from, like, watching my videos and, like, watching other teachers and that. But what you really learn, your knowledge, is your journey. And we are here to share, like, the light with reality from the knowledge we have learned from our journey. This is the mission. This is the mission, basically. We are here to share the love and the lights that we innately remember is our true nature. We are here to share that love light with reality through our excitement, through what our specific way is, through what we have learnt from our own life's journey, through the lessons, like how you, to everything you've learned through your life's journey, is part of the mission. You came to experience the suffering you've experienced so you could transcend the suffering, the specific form of suffering you've experienced, so you can teach people how to access the love and the light in themselves, the same way you started to access the love and light in yourself through your life experiences. And when people say they don't know what my mission is, I don't feel I have anything to give. You do. You have your entire life, everything you've learned about how you transcended. Even if you only had like 1% of your own life experiences of transcending the darkness and healing, that could help so many people just by sharing that same experience, who are a little bit behind you on the path, a little bit lower down this ladder of ascension. So that is your gift. Your excitement is your gift, but your life lessons, everything you have learnt from the journey in this reality, that is your gift. You are a wealth of knowledge, you are mind. Every spiritual journey has become part of your gift, part of who you are, part of the suppository of knowledge that you can access to serve humanity in whatever way it comes forth through your inspiration and excitement. So, it's my excitement to go down to the sea. So, thanks guys. Thanks for staying with me. We're back up to 17 viewers after I dropped you all in the sand to start with. Look at that, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Is it the sun shining on the windmills? I don't know if you see it as cool as I do. See my forehead as cool as I do. There we go. Yes. You don't have to look at my forehead anymore. This is quite a popular UFO hotspot. Partly why I came out here. It seems we didn't do any UFO stuff today. And of course, this is their message. That the more I focus on like making ET contact and doing stuff about ET contact, the more they point us back to the point that it's all about us and all about us finding our mission. And this is what's going to transform the reality. This is what they want to see. This is what the ETs want to see. They want us to align with our mission, align with our excitement and our joy, and our form of service to humanity, to share our unique flavour of love and light with humanity. Our wisdom that we've learned through our own lessons, our own life explorations, our own suffering, our own sadness, our own sorrow, and our transcendence. So let's find that excitement that we can use to serve humanity, use to serve to transform this reality, whether it's to be a teacher, to teach children, or a yoga teacher, or a dance instructor, or a channel, or a spiritual knick-knack salesperson to transfer vibrations across the planet, or I always forget loads of things because I just think about things that I'm excited about. Whatever your excitement is, whatever your calling is, whatever your vision is, perhaps you're into economics, commerce, interdimensional diplomatic relations, saving wildlife, creating a new economy, creating a new structure, creating a new health, creating a new teaching system, creating a new form of spirituality, creating a new housing system, a new type of food. This is us to create. This is our reality. This is our evolution. This is the evolution of humanity. It's up to us to do it. So let's activate Starseeds. Let's take this to the next level. It's time to level up. It's time to push forward. It's up to us to create the new reality. Have a wonderful day, guys. Shivai, good day.